Welcome back to Wrestling Empire booking career on the Nintendo Switch. And Paul Heyman may have fired me last time, so we're ending the week by starting over. And Paul Heyman fired attackslug. He has not seen attackslug here on the show. So yes, I will run this with my fine mustache and my top hat. Let's go. Hey Paul. We've never actually met before, have we, Paul? Nope. Not once in our life have we ever actually met, and now I'm taking over as the booker of Strong Style Wrestling. I believe in this brand that I raised from 75 to 78. And had you not cut me off at the pass there, I could have perhaps gained more ground in this wrestling industry, Paul. I mean, look, a lot of it was your bad hiring policies before I even got here. That was my downfall in 1 month. But he's still the owner. He can still check in on me and make sure I'm actually doing my job properly. And hey, I might screw it up because that's kind of what I do here sometimes, right? But I feel like I at least learned some things from my run there as attackslug running this show. So let's see if Mr. Schnrub here can do similar or perhaps better here in the Northwest USA. And they're like, no, actually you're fired. We're going to rerun it. And now it's I didn't want to do another 10-match thing back to back to back, but here we are. Again, we have 31 in the staff because folks keep dying. So I do at least need to attempt to hire somebody from school cheaply or from Hollywood. Perhaps regain one AJ Styles, who is phenomenal, but he is making like $8,000 a week there. Overtime. That's a lot of money, and I don't have a very big budget. How about Big Luke Harper? We like Luke Harper here on this show. So, Big Luke, Brody Lee, if you will, I would like to hire you here for our show, because Arn Anderson turned me down. One half of the school's tag team champions. What do you say? What do you say, Brody Lee? I'll bring you in for $1,000 a week, and I'll give you creative control. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What do you say? Happy to sign up for $1,000 a week. We've signed Mr. Brody Lee. Much obliged on that. Sorry, Arn. I took your tag partner. Arn, I'm sorry. But of course, it takes time for them to actually get here and be on the show. But we do have Dean Malenko now on our program. That puts us at 32 in the staff. A talent of 74 overall still. So if Paul comes back and says, hey, get to 76, I can't do that without having better, higher staff. And it just sucks. Meanwhile, I just put on a great show over in Quebec. And now we're back in the main territory of loving weapons and hating countouts. And yeah, I mean, look, we can run our home territory here, I guess. But I did gain ground there up north, up in the Great White North with Kenny Omega, and that all has gone back into the white, so yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's just run our home territory here and hope it goes okay in the Northwest of the USA and book the card for a fine Friday, and good God. So first and foremost, we do not run things here in the TNA ring. So let's fix that right out the gate. We do not run in the TNA ring. We run here in the squared circle. Thank you very much. Yeah, the crowd size depends on what you're doing with the actual matches. It increases as the matches get better. But yes, let's hop into our cast here and book some man. Kylie Barrier still hurt. So I'm like, she's making a little bit and she would help there being on the roster, but she's not here. So, Superfly, you're here. And Superfly can take on Tall Order in the opening contest. Because, yep, alright. And of course, we need to have weapons, so it's going to be a hardcore match. And we need to put props into the prop department. So, more of this, because these people like weapons. They also hate countouts, so we don't want any countouts on our show today. If folks get hurt, that's on them, I suppose. So, let's get this hardcore singles match underway. Superfly, who beat Mr. T in a hair versus hair match. And I guess Mr. T wanted to be Mr. TA, but that's a whole different discussion here. On commentary, we got McIntyre and Lita. And heading into the ring here is Superfly. And his opponent will be Mr. Tall Order. And it is perhaps a tall order for him to actually beat Superfly Jimmy Snuka. But at the same time, bro, get in the ring. Get in the ring, because we finna do our usual bit of a simulate. And at 2.5 stars, Tall Order, our job guy, beats Snuka. I am a little bit shook by that. An entertaining hardcore match. Like, if somebody has to win and somebody has to lose, how do you ever actually increase the overall popularity of your whole card with people doing winnings and I don't know, man. I don't know. Continuing our undercard business, Bob Backlund and the Warrior. I mean, do a handstand for the Warrior. I mean, Bob Backlund is a 71 and Warrior is a 76. And if Warrior wins, he gets paid a lot of money here. So we need to not, I repeat, not have Warrior win matches. And I think the best way to do that is to play as the Warrior and let Bob Backlund just beat him and pin him. So, you know. So I am playing as the Warrior here and losing on purpose so I don't have to pay the Warrior. He is far too costly at $4,400, but he is enhancement talent, which means if he loses, he don't get paid. I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's win bonus, but there is, hey, if you don't win, you don't get paid. But we still have to have an entertaining matchup, is the idea here. So I would hope that Bob Backlund can deliver that, as Mr. Backlund often did back in the day. Here we go. Warrior. Warrior. Come out to play. Rolls him up. But no. Cardboard. Cardboard. These fans love weapons. Get up, Bob Backlund. Take me down. Oh my god. Immediate tap out. That was not my intention there. I wanted to have at least 3 stars, but look, I don't have to pay the Warrior now, so that's, yeah, about how things go on this show. A dud hardcore match. Warrior's profile is down, a loss at a major event pay-per-view. It will be a Dr. D and Mr. T, so D's at 3,000, T's at 3,000, and yeah. If these fans want hardcore, attackslug gonna deliver them some hardcore. And making his way to the ring through the smoke, still with the handlebar mustache and no hair, because he lost that hair versus hair match to Snuka, it's Mr. T.A. Sort of. Kind of. Whatever. Let's get this matchup underway, fellas. Shall we? Shall we? It's hardcore. It's hardcore. Immediate into a almost 2-star territory, so... What was that? One move. He hit one move. I did say short matches. I didn't say that short. Bro, getting his heat back. How did that happen? How could that happen? Mr. T in a lackluster one move hardcore match is like, bro, why are my cards having such a problem being anywhere near decent? Like, I get it, it's the undercard. I understand. But, bro, it is ridiculous out here. It really, really is. So, we want Paige, who didn't work on the last show there, and we'll have Paige take on Awesome Kong, because, sure. And make that just a regular match here, so just regular. Certainly Awesome Kong upset that she lost that TV title on the show last time to Devon Dudley. But, you know, these things happen here in this business. And she is now out for revenge. Or perhaps an Awesome Kong and Molly Holly matchup in the future if she can get past Paige. So, simulate. And Paige beats Awesome Kong 3.25 stars. I'll take it after those last couple of stinker matches. I'll take it. Do what you gotta do there. So Awesome Kong losing, Paige winning in a solid match at 5-13. Now then, into the mid-card, we have the brand new Dean Malenko on our show here. So Dino is a heel, and Dino as a heel will take on Finn Balor, who's a face. So Malenko and Balor, a match I would love to see. Both in their primes would be just absolutely stellar and amazing. So that one, I don't want to ruin that with the hardcore trappings. We're going to just have a regular straight up one-on-one match, but we do have a script here because it is welcome to the show, Dino. And I feel like thus far the matches here from Balor in this game have not been great, but look, it's Dean Malenko. If Dean Malenko can't get a good match out of Finn Balor, then why is Finn Balor even here? Like, if anybody can do it, it will be the man with 1,000 holds. So, bring out that Balor Club, bring out the Prince, and we'll see how things translate into the ring. If these fans actually enjoy it, not having any extra activities with chairs and tables and whatnot, and cardboard. Me. Alright, so, Dean Malenko, you thought you could run from me by coming here in strong style, but I know you from wrestling a school. A lot has changed since school, Finn Balor. I'm going to show you some of those 1,000 holds here in strong style wrestling. So, simulate. Look at that. Balor wins, but look at what Dean did, man. 4.25 stars. This is why you have Dean Malenko on your roster. He's just that good. A splendid match at 412. You love to see it. Yeah, Dean lost his debut, but you love to see it. And he's in an ironclad contract at $1,000 a week for 41 weeks. So, alright, we have Dean Malenko. He can raise our profile in this business. Right? Right. So, that being said, I did want to have our women's champion, Molly Holly, here. And she will defend up against Lita from Team Extreme in her corner. Now, I'm assuming that title matches actually raise the match ratings, or they raise the overall attendance because they're, for belts. But I don't know for sure if that's actually the case, or if it's just, hey, a thing to do in the game. Again, the game's not very clear on how things work in the background here, so I don't know, man. Look, it's Friday. Relax. Just relax. But here we go. Lita, Molly Holly, we gon' simulate, and it's 2.5 stars, and nobody wins. But I'm hesitant to restart the matchup because somebody died last time. So hug it out, you two. Shake hands and hug it out. Whatever. Garbage. 10 minutes. Went to a time limit. It was amusing, according to this game. So, status not affected, but Lita up in her agility. She has 9 weeks on her deal. Fabulous. Wildman Mark Marrow needs a manager. I mean, look, it went so well there with Sable, right? So, sure. Bailey is your manager. Wildman, our world champion. Now then, Wildman, gonna defend here at some point, but first and foremost, we need a new #1 contender. Now, we know that Moxley went to a time limit draw there with Omega, and Omega is the former champion. So I think a Moxley and Omega match here on the mid-card, or the semi-main here, to determine who's going to fight Marrow. If I still have a job next week, then that could be a thing to do here. That was one title on the line here. We need more. Give me more. Give me more. So Devon will also defend his mid-card title. And Devon will go up against Taz, because Taz has that right to do so. He won that match when Balor couldn't lose the belt because he wasn't a girl. Obviously, with these two ECW originals, it's going to be hardcore. It's going to be no countouts. It's going to be all kinds of toys and props all over the place. It's going to be a garbage outlaw mud show matchup. TV title on the line. All kinds of nonsense in the ring. For the Devon, I knew you'd come. And can Taz get it done for that TV title? Because the Devon just won that, and I helped him win that from Awesome Kong yesterday. It's Taz. So it could be quite intriguing, if nothing else. But hopefully these guys can pull out a good matchup here in our home territory and not lose us a bunch of money here, if at all possible. Ding, 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 gloong on that. Chairs and dives and testify. We simulate. 2.5 stars. Devon retains that TV title. Alright, look. Not the worst, not the best, just right in the middle. A mundane match. Taz lost it. Devon being hindered. But hey, you know. Kylie Barrier. Still another 2 weeks. Another 2 weeks with your injured rib. Like, you've been useless the past month on this show. $940 on surgery. Sure. You know what? It's under $1,000. I'm already going to lose money on this show anyway, so sure. Get your rib surgery and get back to work. Get back to work. All right, a 1.5 star show here with 3397 in the building thus far. We got to have our usual save the show Hardy Boys match, because that has been an important thing here. Cody and Kane versus the Hardy Boys. Now, these have been saving the show thus far. I have not yet gotten a bad match with the Hardy Boys, I'm pretty sure. So I would hope it continues being an excellent tag team bit of business, as Kane and Cody are here. Both men have been masked and unmasked over the course of their careers, but are reigning, defending, undisputed tag team champions. The best tag team in strong style show is the Hardy Boys. It's Team Extreme. They have been nailing it in every freaking match. Now, can they, fingers crossed, keep nailing it? Hey, 3.5 stars, but we have new tag team champions in Kane and Cody. Not 4 stars, but still, new tag team champions on this thing, on this deal. A mostly peaceful, tag title match. The semi-main event of the evening. Let's do a fatal 4-way. Moxley, Omega, Bryan, and McIntyre. And it will be elimination. So the last man standing in this matchup. 4-man elimination. 4 top talents in this industry. Who will be our new #1 contender for Mark Merrow's world title here in Strong Style Wrestling. Mark Merrow, you're cowering backstage. Cling to that world title of yours. That is the safest place for you right now, but that treasure can't stay buried forever. Pay attention in this match, because you're next. Alright, Goldberg, relax yourself. Relax yourself. It is elimination in this beardness. So, there'll be 3 pinfalls, and the man who comes out on top of those pinfalls is going to be our next #1 contender in this matchup. But will that be Moxley, Dynamites again? Will that be Omega, McIntyre, or Daniel Bryan? That remains to be seen. Only one man or one person there on commentary. I can't tell who. So Mox is filming it. Whatever. It's 2.25 stars so far. The chemistry is on fire, which I love to see. Love to see. So we know that Mox and Omega can deliver a 5-star matchup. They've done it before on this show. Shotgun dropkick from D-Bry. It's happened. But, Aubrey gets backhanded there. That's not cool. At all. At all. Chemistry there on that thing. Explosions. Fights on Friday nights. And it all breaks down, heading towards an easy 3 stars. So, can we, will we, what we see here is going to be wild. But again, I said short matches in the settings, so it should stay as a short match. Fingers crossed, but it is a fatal 4-way, which means that there is no current time limit. So, how it's going to happen here, I don't know. Holding Bryan, Thez press. Mox and Bryan getting into it here. Going wild as we're creeping in on the 4-star territory. You'll love to see it here. And Drew, just the biggest, baddest, and strongest in this matchup. Can he make everyone go to sleep with that Claymore? Just 2 for 1 special there on that Claymore. Love to see it. But Drew did not capitalize on that double Claymore at all. So what can you do there? One more time to the face of Omega. Choke bomb from Drew. Moxley pins him. 1, 2, and Omega, the first one out of the matchup. It is 3.5 stars. It is now Mox, Debray, and Drew, who will be the new #1 contender. So the former champion is the first one out. Poor Omega going back to the back. Back to the back, running back to Canada. Have fun. All right there. We're almost a solid 4 stars in this matchup. The fans love what's happening here in this contest. I love to have a high match rating. Hurricanrana from Drew into that 4-star territory. Rope break in a 4-way? Nah, bro. There shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. Oh my god. Mox to the outside. And do that thing. Don't get counted out. But hey, that still counts as in elimination. So, look, man. It is last one. And Mox is in the crowd. In the crowd. Being that wild thing that he is. And man, the drop kick, the ladder, the 4 stars. Mox is awake and heading back into the ring. There goes the screen. My bad. That's on me. Back in the ring, still maintaining a 4-star endeavor here. And into the ladder goes Debray. Is that enough from Moxley? Take out Daniel Bryan there. Spear! Sort of. 2, 3. All right, we're at 4 stars, and we have now Moxley and McIntyre. Our last 2 individuals, and hopefully maintaining a 4-star match rating. You guys, will the Claymore or the Paradigm Shift hit first? Claymore. Shouldn't have even guessed it there. Just a Claymore to the face. Drew! Slamming him down, breaking his back, making him humble. 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. Moxley is double tough. Tougher than a $2 steak, as they say. He's calling for it. 3, 2, 1. No, he didn't do it. And I can't see now because of the ladder. Aubrey, yeah, fix it. Choke bomb from McIntyre. 1, 2, 3. And Drew McIntyre, the new #1 contender for Wildman Mark Marrow on this show. A solid 4 stars, just about. Love to see it. You want some new moves. Aubrey Edwards? What? You're a referee. But sure. Add to him. Let's just do Randy Orton and Mark Marrow in a non-title main event. Shall we? Randall. It is non-title. You can't win, but you can beat Mark Marrow and prove yourself worthy of a shot at that world title. How much will Bayley influence this matchup here, being in the corner of Mark Marrow? We're going to find out here very, very shortly. To simulate and a disappointing matchup, Mark Marrow wins. 1.5 star main event garbage. So Balor and Malenko save this whole show. A grotesque non-title matchup. So that sucks for everybody involved, including me. But we have cemented a new record here in this part of the country. 43.90. So I'll at least take a new attendance record here and hopefully some more money. And again, a 3-star show. And so Balor Malenko, the tag match and the 4-way carried that card to a solid 3.25 stars. Broadcast the tape. What are the ratings? They're down 1%. So from 78 to 77. Unfortunately, the fans didn't appreciate some of those very bad matches on our card. It was what it was, but a better attendance record here. And the wages, I lost about 13 grand, 14, 15 grand, a lot of money. I'm down to 66% there on the 65 on the... It's bad. It's bad. How do you not run a thing into the ground? I don't understand how this even works. Like, it's ridiculous. Wrestling Rev is up. Kylie Barrier's back into the ring from her rib injury. Rising Sun vanquished Strong Style in Antarctica. I was never there, but okay, sure. Brian Pillman defeats Scott Steiner as the new Cruiserweight champion of Super Lucha Libre. Kurt Angle's contract has expired in Weekend Warriors, so perhaps poach Kurt Angle. Mickey James defeats Miss Elizabeth. Stormer and Poke Apollo, new tag team champions. And Brock Lesnar, the highest paid in the world. And Weekend Warriors at $14,000 in Papua New Guinea. Good for them. And there it is for the week. Should I continue next week? Let me know in the comments below. I'm attackslug. Thanks for watching more videos right here. I'll see you next time. And I'm out.